Hey guys, Adrian Kid Guru here, and today I want to update you guys with what's in my dock for December 2012, upcoming 2013. So New Year's is soon, my birthday is soon, Christmas is soon. It's the holiday season. It's one of my favorite times of the year, the winter time, the weather, the atmosphere, all of it. Anyhow, I have a lot of videos planned. I have some that I need to edit, but I want to get this video out there again just to kind of update you guys on what's in my dock. And I've been using my iMac, as you know, since I bought it. It's been my main driver machine. I know I haven't got tons of Windows videos out there, but I do still use Windows. I'm a huge gamer, PC gamer. I still do a lot of my gaming. I actually bought a whole separate desk in my room just for the PC, so I have my own little setup in its corner there. And I'm probably going to do a Windows 7 or Windows 8. I'm not sure which machine I'm going to pick. Kind of showing off my Windows-based applications. And really, I don't use Windows as frequently just because most of my work requires me to do it on the software I use is all on the Mac. I mean, I could do some of it on Windows, but not all of it, of course. And that's just with the stuff I do for reviews and clients and stuff like that. Anyways, let's jump right into it. My dock, my applications, just a quick kind of overview. Obviously, the common ones, I have most of the stock stuff like Finder, which I really don't actually use anymore because I've been using Pathfinder, which I made a whole video about. It's basically an alternative to Finder. I recently bought it in a bundle of like, I think I got like 12 Mac apps for like $50. So it was a really good deal, and Pathfinder was one of them. I have the App Store, of course, Safari, which I really don't use nowadays because I use Chrome so much. FaceTime, I'm a huge user of FaceTime. My family, since I live overseas in Japan, I have a lot of family obviously in the States, in the Philippines. I have my girlfriend's who used to live here is going to college in the States, so obviously FaceTime is a huge proponent of how I talk to people outside of Skype. Calendar, reminders, I used to use reminders a lot with Siri on my iPhone 4S and iPhone 5, but nowadays I really started to use other applications. Notes, again, something I only use on my iPhone. I just like it to sync back with my desktop for small reminders. iTunes 11, which I'm a huge fan of. I did a video of that as well over at youtube.com/digitaldojos. System preferences, again, self-explanatory. Basically, it's just your utilities. If you haven't used a Mac, it's just like your control panel of sorts. Minecraft, I haven't, to be honest, played this in so long. I updated it recently just because I went on my friend Duncan's server. That's the only server I go on. As you know, Mobile Phone 2003 or mc.dunksweb.com if you're interested in a really awesome Minecraft server and community. Check his out. Pages, Keynote, and Numbers are the suite of the iWork suite, which I don't think have gotten an update in so long, but the suite I bought way back when, they're just, the essential office type applications for your Mac, which are really, really great. I really prefer these over the Microsoft suite. Windows Magnet, which is something I've been using a lot lately. It's basically, if I open a Safari window here, it just allows me, I can use shortcuts or drag, as you can see here, to align windows where I want them to be. So for example, I can just snap them back, left, up, right, upper right, bottom left, stuff like that. Really awesome because I've been trying new monitor setup. I went from a triple to a double, or a dual monitor setup, and I'm trying out some new things. And I've been a huge proponent of spaces. And Windows Magnet is another thing that just really helps me align windows, etc. Photoshop CS5. To be honest, I don't think this even works anymore. This was a trial. I used it for a project I'm working on right now to edit some icons and stuff like that. I don't even know if I think you get a 30-day free trial with Photoshop. I used to be a huge user of GIMP and stuff like that, but I was huge in Photoshop just because in CS4, I got into CS4 during school, like back in my early high school days, or like starting high school. I'm a senior now, but and my sister used Photoshop a lot, and I believe we had a copy of CS4 because she's a graphic design major, and I just I was really comfortable within Photoshop, so that's why I got the trial version of CS5 for the project I was working on. iLOL Open Beta 1.1. Basically, that is if you play League of Legends, it's a big game right now, and it's basically the Mac client for League of Legends. It's like a third-party client, which is pretty buggy, but does decent if you just want to do some basic gaming. You can't run in like high quality settings and stuff like that. There's some errors with it still. TaskPaper is a basic to-do list application. I can't open that right now again because I have some sensitive information in there regarding work and clients, stuff like that. Skype, Mail, again, self-explanatory applications. Text Expander is a really cool application where basically it just allows me to, for example here, I can do, like, instead of typing out a full signature, I can just type in this, and then it automatically puts in my signature. Basically, I can make little shortcuts of text where snippets, instead of typing out the whole thing, I can just automatically make a shortcut for it. Really, really useful with email, really useful for, like, certain replies if you get a lot of the same question, or if you drop a same link a lot. and really, really useful. Again, Text Expander, definitely an application worth buying. I think they even have a Windows version. ScreenFlow is what I'm using to record right now. Obviously, I use that for most of my basic editing outside of Final Cut Pro 10. And then getting into the basic stuff is just usually what I have open, the trash, applications, documents, downloads, and Windows 8 release preview. This is my Parallels version. Like I have Parallels, so it makes its own folder for that. Looking in the applications, just to show you quickly here, there is the trial, as I was telling you, for CS5 or Central, the little suite for Adobe Photoshop. Air Server is what I use for iOS to mirror my iOS devices when I record iPhone videos. Alfred is a cool keyboard launching shortcut application. Audacity for audio. ClipWrap, I don't know what this actually does. I think I needed this for like one specific thing. I don't even use it anymore. Dashboard, all the common stuff. Dropbox, I don't really use Dropbox that much, but it is nice for a little online backup. Evernote, I'm a pretty big user of Evernote for all my devices. It's just one great way to sync documents, photos, etc. between all devices. iTV works with my HD PVR. Final Cut Pro 10, Firefox, Flip for Mac. Flutter is a really cool way to control music just using your webcam and using hand motions. Really cool thing to check out there. GarageBand, Chrome, Google Drive, Growl, which I don't use, Handbrake, awesome all-in-one converter for video files, etc. iBooks Author, and again, everything's pretty self-explanatory. Livestream Procaster is what I use to live stream. That goes with livestream.com. Narrator is actually an app I got for free, which is a really cool app. It basically converts text to audio, it reads out text for you. So I like to do this with blog posts and stuff like that. When I'm working, I just have really long blog posts just narrated out to me so I can listen as I work. Optimal Layout is an application that is very similar to Windows Magnet, as I showed you earlier. It's basically the same thing. This one I just got in a bundle of the Mac apps. Parallels Desktop. Reflection is very similar to that of Air Server. I just like Air Server better. Reflection is very nice, though. Actually, Reflection does cool. What I like about Reflection is it does the actual iPhone or iPad border when you're mirroring your desktop onto your desktop. Rescue Time is a really cool time management program which I use for work. The ScreenFlow 2.1.9, which I don't know why that's there, even though I updated on it. Maybe that's just a bug or something, or not a bug, but an old shortcut. Synergy allows me to use one mouse and keyboard with multiple computers, which I really, I've been a huge user of Synergy in the past. I haven't actually set it up on my new machines as of late. TeamSpeak is a VoIP client. TeamSpeaks is another. I think it's just a Mac client for TeamSpeak. And TunnelBear. TunnelBear is a VPN client. I think I've talked about this in the past. Basically, I subscribe. I pay like $5 a month to get VPN through the US, so I can watch stuff like I can use stuff like Pandora, Netflix, etc., etc. Twirl is my Twitter app of choice. I really love Twirl. Twirl is a super old application, but I still also have, it runs on the Adobe Air client, actually. I still have the original Twitter app, which is available in the App Store. uTorrent, torrenting through podcasts, everything, all that stuff. uTorrent is a awesome torrent client. And actually, if you don't, I know that a lot of uses for uTorrent is like music, videos, movies, stuff like that, but podcasts are a really awesome way to get through uTorrent because it allows you to download like HD podcasts super fast because everybody's downloading them. Torrenting works through peer-to-peer connection, so it's a really cool way to download stuff faster. VLC, my all-in-one media player choice. Weather HD, awesome weather app. Kind of pricey, but it's like $4, $5, but awesome application for like just to have running on a monitor or something. Wunderlist was my old to-do application, so I've kind of synced everything over to TaskPaper since then. Alright, that is really everything I have running. Other than that, you can see my menu bar up here. It's just basically the same things I showed you earlier. So yeah, I would love to hear what if you guys have any apps to recommend for the Mac, even for that matter for Windows, great alternatives to apps I'm using, whatever it may be. Feel free to throw a video response if you'd like, with your Mac, with your Windows dock, or your Windows start bar, or your Mac dock. I'd love to see what applications you use. Thanks a lot for watching.